IFishNY is a program that encourages people to learn about their local aquatic resources through the activity of fishing. IFishNY started in like 2002, but it really didn't take off for a little while. There's two branches, one in New York City and one in Long Island, and so it's kind of been very active for the past 3 years.
We're going to be fishing with about 35 children, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th graders from PS 19.
We take kids fishing primarily, but we take anybody of any age fishing. New York City, there's not a lot of connection to nature in general. So specifically for New York City, there's not a lot of connection to nature in general.
So the routine is every morning we have to rig about 40 rods. Then at the end of the day we have to take down about 40 rods.
Okay, I want to make sure everybody can see me and hear me because I'm going to show you how to use the fishing rod.
The goals of IFishNY is to increase fishing participation and also to increase the stewardship ethic amongst New Yorkers.
The IFishNY program began to bring people in urban areas closer to their fishery resources.
And by the way, all the rules, if you follow them, will increase your chances of getting fish. That's the most important part.
In particular, it'd be great if teachers knew about it, schools, governing board of eds within the city.
Yeah. And make sure you don't let go of the stick.
Fishes are so smart that they take the bait and run.
I'm teaching Catalina how to catch.
Nice. Are we going to catch a lot of fish today?
You said so, so
We
I
are.
believe
We're
it's
still
true.
gonna catch
We're
fish.
catching fish.
The most fish that IFishNY have ever caught in a day, and that's hard to say because we have had some times where we've gone fishing and we can't stop taking fish off the hook. I think the biggest number was about 83.
Just make sure you're clear there, and then when you throw it forward, you let go of that finger. There you go.
And then you're like watching the tip of your rod the entire time, right? Then you let go of it once you get out there.
So remember, as soon as you get to here, you're going to just go and let go of the line.
Let go.
Three, go.
Woo!
The kids are doing great. They're so patient and they're being very safe. Look, and they're letting each other cast.
Your pole like that. What I want you to do is yank back to set the hook, okay? And then reel it in. All right, now you just gotta wait and be patient.
What are you guys fishing for down here?
Flounder.
Nice. It's possible out here.
Any like a sucker fish or a fish or a jellyfish. Probably a sword or a clownfish.
Anything else?
And a bluefish.
Anything that'll grab on?
We get letters from the students explaining how much they enjoyed our fishing trip.
I think it's a great experience.
I mean, they're all really nice to get. Some of them are a little bit funnier than others, and some of them have pictures, which is always nice to see. And we save them all because they're all really special. Main goals that I had spoken about earlier, the stewardship and getting people to the resources. And within those two big goals are a lot of other goals. One of them is to survey water bodies in the area. About a year before, we went to Flushing Meadows to set some nets and see what was in there. I got a phone call from a professor at Queens College who said he was 90% sure, and I wrote down 90% sure that he saw a snakehead in the water body. Just that information without the fish is not enough of a reason for us exactly to go out and do a survey, but I kept that in my mind, and when the next time we set something up, we put our nets in Flushing Meadows with that in mind. So that's why we thought, well, we'll put some nets in there and we'll see what we get. And that's how we ended up with three northern snakeheads which took us down this path of finding out what's the status of the northern snakehead in Flushing Meadows and what are we going to do about it.
It really feels like we are hunting snakeheads.
Yeah.
Just the whole trip feels like that.
And would you say that we're in snakehead territory right now?
Possibly.
As you can see behind me, we're going to arc that net all the way around in hopes that we might get another snakehead.
We're just taking water chemistry, so we're measuring the salinity, the temperature, the dissolved oxygen, and the conductivity of the water.
Tell us about this.
The American eel.
The American eel.
It's can live in both fresh and salt water.
Yeah.
And all eels, well, they spawn in the Sargasso Sea, and then they swim all the way from Sargasso Sea, and then they swim back to spawn.
For 3 days. Get him!